Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our monthly webinar for the outlook for Thai stock market in the last month of the year, in the month of December. For Thai stock market this month, um, we expect to see the set index to trade with the very high volatilities with the limited upside. So the investor should be more focused on the stock selections for the short-term tradings. For um, the themes, we think the prime beneficiaries of the year-end stimulus measures would be best for the investor in for short-term tradings. Let's move to more details about the outlook and stock pick. I will start with the major factors to watch for this month. I think we more weight on the external factors on US FOMC rate decisions, as it's widely expected to see the rate hikes on the December 13 and 14th policy meetings. But the real focus should be turned to the Fed's views on the growth outlooks and the leaks for the US and global economies next year, as it would be uh, the clue for the late hikes part for next year. However, we believe the Fed will likely to maintain a go slow pace for the rising interest rates, as it's possible the economic policy changes for many developed countries could pose a risk to the global economies next year as a result of the general elections in the Netherlands, France, and Germany, and also the negotiation between the UK and EU to kickstart the Brexit process. And finally, the inaugurations of the Republican Donald Trump as the 45th US president that would have so many changes in the trade policy from the US front, and definitely it would have the impact to the global economic growth. So this all uncertainty would keep the Federal Reserve may keep the pace for rate hikes in quite slow, maybe two times for next year. From our internal front, we think the investor would focus on the year-end stimulus measures, in addition to effort to speed up the investments in 5 dual-track rail routes, as well as the Yellow and Pink Line electric railroads. The government has returned to its old trick of spurring a year-end spending spree by offering domestic tourism tax breaks to boost the tourism. Um, the government has just approved an additional 15,000 baht tax break on domestic tour packages and hotel accommodations for individual taxpayers to be spent during the periods of December the 1st to December the 31st, on top of the previously approved tax deductions of 15,000 baht for travel expense in April, bringing the total tax break for the tourism to 30,000 baht per person. And the government is also in the process to approve a shopping tax breaks schemes like last year's at 15,000 baht as well. So in sum, we think the Thai stock market outlooks will see the elevated level of volatilities, while the upside room still look limited amidst the first is the uncertainty over the global economic outlook next year's. The second would be the diminishing role of the foreign investor on Thai bruise by year ends. And lastly, a lower than usual boost from year ends LTF or long-term funds and retirement mutual funds purchased to take advantage of income tax rebates after some LTF or MF purchases were made during several rounds of market rout in October and November already. So overall, we expect this index to trade in range of 1460 to 1530 point in the month of December. More emphasis should be placed on the stock selections, like the government's policy on the share of construction firms maybe back in favors amid the progress of the bidding process for the government's mega infrastructure projects. Also, the shares of the retailers and hotel operators should stand to reap the benefits from the government's new domestic tourism and holiday shopping tax breaks by year end. So our monthly picks for inclusions to our model portfolio for this month will include the Siam Commercial Bank, the Krung Thai Card or KTC, Robinson's Department Store, and the Macro or Siam Macros, which give you more. My colleague will give you more detail on each stock picks.
This is the four stock we recommended this month is about the consumer spending at the end of the years. The first one is the Siam Commercial Bank, the SCB. Its customer SSI is in the restructuring process, and we think if the business rehabilitation plan has been approved, they will have a positive to the SCB in terms of the NPL caused by this company will lower, and the NPL coverage ratio will sharply higher. The second one is related to the consumer spending. The SCB is the number one of the top bank who is expert in the consumer finance, especially in the personal and credit card loans. And with the higher consumer spending at the year ends, we will have a more impact in the upside on the credit card spending and the demand for the personal loans. On the mega investment project size, we see a lot of demand if the project can go on as planned. We will see a lot of bidding coming in the next year, and we will see a lot of demand for loan to finance these projects. That means the loan growth of this company is going up also. We have a buy on the SCB with target price is 61 baht a share. The second one is the KTC. KTC will have a windfall from year-end stimulus package, and the government, the new domestic tourism and the holiday shopping tax break will have a positive impact on the credit card spending, and this means the revenue of the company is going up, and also the high season of the consumer spending. Traditionally, in the fourth quarter is always the high season was spending. That means the demand for the personal loan and also the credit card spending will increase also. And the last one is even though the current share price has a little bit limited upside left to our target price of 148, but we believe they have a positive catalyst ahead. For example, is the new government stimulus package and the tradition high season for the consumer spending, which will drive up the KTC loan growth and also give the fourth quarter a boost of the earnings result. We have buy on this one target price 148 baht a share. The next one is the Robinsons department store. They will have a positive impact from the new holiday shopping tax break in the December. And more than that, during the fourth quarter is always be their high season. They will have the positive impact coming from the new store opened in Lopburi province on the December the 2nd, and also they have a reopening on the store which under the renovation and will be finished in the fourth quarters, namely in the Chantaburi and Param Ghau. So they will have more revenue from stimulus package and the high seasonality in the fourth quarters. And we are looking for the profit to grow at 9.4% year on year in 2017, and based on the assumption that the total revenue will be up 7%. Due to they will add 2 or 3 new store to their portfolio in 2017, and we also see the full revenue contribution from the 2 newly opened store in 2016. And secondly, the average profit margin will edge up higher to the 25.2% from the estimate 25%, as the company will increase the mix of the sale from the both of the house brand and international brand. So we see the Robinson department store has a more positive impact. They will get a positive impact from the urbanization theme in the rural area. So we see the earning growth outlook may also going forward, going further in the future. So we have buy on this one, target price 74 baht a share. The last one is the Macro Cash and Carry, and the company has a quite aggressive expansion plan up to 17 stores in the 2016, and the reason the government new domestic tourism and holiday shopping tax break has a part of the effort to boost the year-end shopping will bode well for the macro in the December of 2016, even though the whole year the gross margin is may soften a little bit, and also the profit is down 2.8%. But when we looking at the 2017, we see a key driver is coming from the full year contribution from the newly opened in the 2016, and also is the store rollout plan in 2017, as well as the government measure to help the low income earners and the tax breaks will pump up more money into the economies, and we think the company will reap the benefit from this kind of factors, and we see the profit growth of the 2017 to grow by 11%. And we see in our view the rapid pace of the branch expansion confirm the macro status as the market leader in the cash and carry business in Thailand, while the overseas investment plan will serve as a catalyst for the future revenue and profit and growth ahead. And we see we have the accumulation rating with the target price of 37.75 baht a share for the macro cash and carry. So that would be all for our monthly call for this month. We will see you next month. Thank you for your attention.